Sorry ass motherfuckers, man. They so fucking. Facebook is shook, man. Facebook is shook. Brown sausage, what up, though? What up, though? Dig it. Red light. Welcome to the show, brother. What up, though? Man, something ain't right here, man. Word. Bullshit. stand by. There's something going on wrong with Facebook right now. Give me a second. YouTube. Hey guys, could I get your patience right now? I know this has been going on a minute, but I can't see anything on Facebook, and you know what I'm saying? It's just tripping. Yo, motherfucking ho! You're back on the ride on the big train. You're now tuned in to Old Train. Huh? Yo, motherfucking ho! More bounce to the ounce. Welcome to the Iceman Show. I am your host, the Iceman. More bounce to the ounce, and I say what counts. Don't nobody go home to the fat man fucks. What's happening, chocolate people? And everybody else, welcome to the ride, y'all. Welcome to the the Players Circle Podcast. Wrong show, right location. Can you dig it? You're listening to the delicious sounds of the Iceman Band. Can you dig it? I get it. Give it to me now. Oh, I got you shook, nigga. Oh, that's enough of that. Dig it. Welcome to the Player Circle Podcast. I am your faithful host, the motherfucking Iceman. Can you dig it? If that bitch can't swim, she bound to drizzle. Got iTunes open. Got my Barry White greatest hits. I was bumping that shit earlier. I'm gonna love you just a little bit more, baby. I got so much love to give. I was just jamming that, dog. Shit, I'm trying to jam this shit and play this shit loud till the windows start shaking. You digs? Open my phone, man. I've been hollering at my little thingy thing. Yeah, so I've been running around trying to get some things for the crib, you know, since I'm in a house now, and just trying to find out where I get, everything I can get. And man, it's just been a rat race all day. Found a really good car wash, and had free vacuum. Well, the vacuum's included. You digs? Get this little last bit of sanitation taken care of. You digs? So let's get down to business. You digs? I know Have you guys had the players? Have y'all seen this video of this little tiny motherfucker, little puny motherfucker, getting body slammed like he was in a bagel shop and he wasn't no bigger than a bagel, and then he got mopped on the floor by a dude looked like he's about 6'2", 6'3", because you couldn't see his head until he was laying on top of that fool. And his ass was just laying on the ground with his booty up in the air, homeboy all on top of him, and he just got his booty up in the air, about to get it toe up. No resistance, no nothing. I'm like, this little motherfucker would not last in prison because he got puny man syndrome. You digs? And then it got filmed with him getting some WWF action done to him, because dude put him on the ground quickly, and he looked like he could throw. You know, very few white dudes would think to do that, because he did that so he wouldn't hurt him. Now, that's why you notice dude, he did a wrestling move. You know, that dude didn't have no strength anyway, but you see how he did it so he wouldn't hurt him. I have to look at the video and walk you through it to explain what I'm talking about. But the way he body slammed him was not like how me and you would do it. We trying to hurt that motherfucker. He was trying to shut dude down because dude was popping off, and, you know, he was about to get dealt with. The first dude kind of just stepped to the side, but that last dude said, nah, I'm finna go ahead and turn your little body into mop and glow, nigga. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. I was talking to one of my life coaching clients today. Me and him was laughing about that shit. He was like, man, you see that? You see that video that little short dude get body slammed? I said, I couldn't stop laughing, man. That shit is funny. That little motherfucker, man. And see, even though, you know, that situation is the exception to the rule, there's a lot of cats out there in his situation, but it's how you handle it. See, I'm thank God I grew up in the 60s and 70s where you had to spit, and you learn how to spit by watching the older cats. And then some of them would be like, young blood, you know, let me holler at you. Let me tell you what you need to do when you're trying to get at one of these sexies. Here's what you got to do. And then, you know, that's how you got game. Then you got a chance to, you know, practice what you learn and fail and, you know, perfect it and, you know, correct and perfect until you get it where you need. You get your game where you need it. You'll get your swag where you need it. And then you can step to the honeys with a little bit more confidence. See, that's why I decided to add to the topic of the show, puny man syndrome. But we're not just talking about guys who are puny in stature. And I mean no disrespect to that guy, because even as somebody at 5'8", I get mainly women in America that try to shit on me because I'm short. And like you guys can see, I don't look like a nigga that can't get no bitches. You digs? I done had plenty of pussy. If I retired right now, nigga, my dick would be providing me with memories till eternity. So I ain't, you know, that drive to go out there and try to fuck bitches every day ain't there no more. I'm damn near 60 years old. That ain't a priority. I ain't never had to worry about no women. I mainly had to worry about eating, especially when I was homeless. That's why I'm not ashamed to tell people I was homeless for years. Go over to my other channel, The Iceman Unchained, and listen to that video, Once Upon a Time When the Iceman Was Dusty. I shouldn't be sitting here right now, because I've had to deal with inclement weather. I've had to deal with violence. I have had to deal with having to steal. I had to deal with breaking and entering. I did a lot of shit that I don't talk about because I had to eat, nigga. See, all that ghetto life, all that growing up in the ghetto, that shit came back to help me get through that shit. I had to get out there and grind and hustle and sell shit. I ain't selling no booty though. Nigga, don't go there, nigga. Two things I ain't never have to do. I ain't never had to sell booty. I ain't never have to grab my ankles. And the second thing is I ain't never had to eat no food off the ground unless I dropped it. Now, if I dropped it, nigga, I'm going to wait till you walk to your car. Then I'm going to pick them shits up. Especially if it's a Subway sandwich. Because that happened to me one time when I was homeless. And I didn't eat the part that hit the ground. But you can best believe I pulled that sandwich apart until I get the part that hit the ground, till I get the clean part. And then I tore that sandwich the fuck up. I tore that fucking sandwich up like it was the last meal. You dig? Because I was dead man walking. Somebody like me with a lot of health problems from the military, I shouldn't be out there on them streets like that. But I had to do. Wasn't nobody trying to take care of the Iceman. Iceman was on his own. Sink, swim. I swam. And I did a lot of shit I didn't want to do. I stole shit, then sold it. I did what I had to do, player. Make a quick $80. Shit, that might have been a motel room for the night. And then the rest of it on food. Nigga, I was out there. So that's why I be telling niggas, man, when some of these little niggas be coming at me sideways, I said, nigga, let me tell you something. Nigga, I earned these stripes. I earned these goddamn stripes. You ought to be called me Chief Master Sergeant motherfucking Iceman. Because I earned these motherfucking stripes. Ain't nobody gave me shit. And ain't nobody gonna give you shit, especially if you a black man or a woman. But you might be able to get some coochie credit and some coochie dividends. You know, if you out there selling pussy and you got kids, you got crumb snatchers, then you all of a sudden you getting all kind of hookups and a leg up while you getting offered free schooling and all kind of shit. You know, with me, I got to go to prison to go get some skills. I got to go to goddamn prison and get out, and then they got a program to send me to welding school, and they should have sent me to welding school when I first got out of goddamn high school. Maybe I wouldn't have ended up in the penitentiary. Dumb fucks. You motherfuckers that run our government got it twisted. But let's get into this, y'all. Myths and lies told on black men. Oh, by the way, we got to pay these bills. Ladies and gentlemen, all I ask is for $10 donation today. If you're on Facebook Live, hit the like button, and please, you can either go to you can hit us on the Cash App. My Cash App ID is $ the Iceman 1906. Or you can go to the website at asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button, and enter your $10 there. If you have an email address, you can set up a PayPal account, because I deal with PayPal also. Hopefully, most of you young bloods under 40 got a PayPal account. Now, I appreciate those of you who donate on the automatic weekly or monthly donation deal. I appreciate it. Brown Sausage, I love you, brother. Thank you for your continued support. Where Last Crucible at and Timmy Diamonds, where y'all at, man? Y'all ain't over there laying between some legs, is you? Because if you is, get a stroke in for the Iceman. Can you dig it? Woo! Oh, yeah, nigga. Shit. You fuck with me, I'll shut this show down and get on the last thing smoking. Be on that midnight train to Georgia, nigga. Now I don't even know why I'm going down there. I'm just going down there because Gladys Knight and the Pips told me to go. With your bitch ass. Anyway, myths and lies told on black men. Oh, by the way, if you don't have my first book, get them shits, nigga. The Game of Life According to the Iceman Volume. This is my first book. I talk about dating in here. I talk about this hilarious shit I talk about online dating. I be clowning this motherfucker, but I also get serious in this book. There's some good psycho therapy in here. The first couple of chapters deals with you getting, looking within and getting some things, right here and right here. And you black men, you really need this. Sisters, you need this too. But y'all know y'all ain't gonna, if I'm not white, so you black women probably ain't gonna buy my book. So I think what I'm gonna do is the next copies that I sell, I'm gonna put a white dude's face on it and say, Zaddy wrote this. Will you buy it now, bitch? But you can get this at asktheiceman.com. Scroll down to the donate button and get them shits. Or you can get this, it looks just like this, at the Amazon.com, and make sure you put The Game of Life According to the Iceman Volume 1 in the search thing on books, or just put the Iceman and I'll pop up. Because this is my only book I got on there. Ain't no multiple books and shit. You digs? Black motherfuckers. Let me tell y'all what's up. But my second book is The Dating Bible, and it's dating in the new millennium, and how we got economics in there. We're talking about all kind of shit. I'm still working on it. Target date for release will probably be next May 2020. That's what I'm shooting for. I don't know if I get it. I don't want to break my neck because it's a hard book to write. I'm citing a lot of stuff, and this is gonna be. I'm writing it like a textbook, but it's in a funny way. Okay, so there'll be references in there. So if you want to get further information, you can be like, okay, well, there's the reference right here. I'm gonna go check this book out. He's talking about. You see it? You dig? Because I want this to blow up. Because I want this to be something that maybe people might put in the college bookstores and shit, in like sociology or maybe like a psychology class, or whatever. So some of my professor friends, PhDs, I'm gonna send them. I'll probably just send them a copy, and especially the social work professors, some of them will get a kick out of it, and they might say, "Hey, let's get this guy's book in here. He's published. This is good. This is a good, solid book on dating." You digs? So I want to welcome everybody on Facebook Live. I want to welcome everyone on YouTube on the Mad Voodoo Man channel. And by the way, Facebook, if we get cut off, because Facebook, this is why the show is so late. We were supposed to start at 3. But the reason why I didn't come online was because I was having problems with Facebook, where it wouldn't show. The live stream would be going, but I couldn't see. I couldn't, part of my face I couldn't see, and then I couldn't see people on that are in the room. And so I was like, that ain't gonna work, man. So I had to kind of delay getting YouTube started up, because I run a simulcast. You digs? So please help us out today. What we're asking for $10 or more donations for is black kids, inner city kids, shoes, clothing, and backpacks and school supplies. My nonprofit works with some of these other nonprofits. Food banks do it too. So I deal with some food banks because some of the people I went to school with, I went to social work school with them when I got my second master's, when 6 years ago when I graduated. So they, the cutoff is second week of August. So I am asking that we try to raise $150 tonight. Now, if you've already donated via the automatic deduction donation, recurring donation every week or every month, then obviously you're good. But I'm just asking the cats that don't donate until maybe they're watching me on the show, which is fine. Okay, please donate today. Come on, guys. Those of you who don't normally donate, I'm asking you to donate, because as a black man, we have to get off the self-hate and the jealousy and the envy and all that bullshit. Well, I ain't gonna donate because I ain't helping the Iceman buy no rims for his car. First of all, I'm not that dude anyway. You already know that, because most of you have at least seen one of my, whether you've seen the Iceman Show podcast during the week or here on Saturdays when we do the Players Circle podcast. You've checked me out before. I might be on here giving you edutainment, but you're getting educated and you're being entertained. This is the new black media, baby. Get used to it. Iceman ain't going no place. You digs? Anyway, because we have global white supremacy, it has been imperative that white males and females create a social and socio environment where the black man is handcuffed and hamstringed as it relates to upward mobility, which we are talking about owning and controlling resources, capital, land, real estate, and currency. And we don't own none of that, or we've owned very little. Okay? Because it's very difficult for a black man, in some cases black women, to ascend in corporate America without being a total butt licking, ball licking, dick sucking, ass licking, sellout, mammy, coon, Negro bedwench, or Sambo. Very few of them are not. Especially once they, some of them, even while they still at the bottom and being in a peon, they already done start showing their ass. Okay, have you ever worked at a job where there's some black chick or some brother who don't even have any status, but this motherfucker walks around the plant or the office like they the player of the year? They be in there big pimping. And you like, that nigga work in the mailroom. What the fuck is he walking around here acting like that? That hoe ass nigga. That whole ass nigga Reds. Look at that nigga. That nigga ain't shit. But you can't tell him that. Everybody, or you got some black chick that walk around, and cause some motherfuckers might shoot some game at her, she'll be like, walk around this motherfucker like, these niggas on me. And niggas, they might be clowning your ass. Especially if you ain't that good looking. Because white dudes will do that, especially with a little dark-skinned chick. They'll be acting like they flirting with that bitch and then be like, look at that nigger bitch. I wouldn't touch that bitch dick with my dog's dick. Okay, they'll be saying shit like that behind your fucking back. So they might be clowning you. You digs? But it has been imperative that they create an environment globally, or more so in the Western Hemisphere, where black men and in some cases black women their upward mobility is impeded upon. Stay with me. So we vacillating between sociology and economics here. Okay. So they know that the best way to destroy the black man is to play keep away with economic resources. And the only place that you can even ever get that from is either by inheritance, which most black men fuck up so bad, and especially the last couple of generations of black men, we fucked up so bad and done so much dumb shit that there's nothing to pass down to our children, which is the reason for your fucking legacy. You know, I wish somebody would tell my dad that. I just talked to my dad today, and I'm telling you right now, if I tell you about what he's doing right now, what he just went through, and people in the family that, you know, getting concerned, you'd be like, yo, dad, boy, I didn't know he was that bad off. That's how he reacted. You'll be like, damn, bruh. And like I said, just a little ounce of respect that I have for my dad, I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, but it's some major shit. It's some shit that I didn't think he would go there. And it's embarrassing, and he really looking pathetic right now. That real talk. No disrespect to him. I love my dad. But man, like I said, it ain't necessarily the man all the time. It's how you react to stuff. It's how you react to stimuli. How do you react? How are you going to react in this situation? I'll be going over that with my life coaching clients. I wonder where my water went. I go through that with my life coaching clients. Okay? How do you react to certain situations? That's your stimuli. How do you react? And they know you're going to be hostile all the time. They know you're going to be angry all the time. They know you're going to be pissed off all the time because you're getting shitted on a daily basis. And they have socialized you and programmed you into believing that you got to accept being treated like shit. No, we're going to get deep tonight. I was going to go put some meat on the grill, but, you know, I ain't finna burn up my goddamn house. But that shit can wait. We got to handle this business. You digs? Hey, y'all, you can hit me on the Cash App. My Cash App ID is $ the Iceman 1906. And that's a peer-to-peer donation. There's no fees associated. And like I said, download whatever you need to download. Take that to your tax professional in 2020 and write this off as a tax write-off. All donations are 100% tax deductible, and you're doing a good thing because I work with our people. I don't just work with veterans. I work with all people. I work with our people. I'm going to start doing some stuff in North Minneapolis on a weekly basis. I'm going to start, I don't live in the Twin Cities. I'm in the area, but I don't live in the Twin Cities. Okay? Too expensive. It's ridiculous right now. They trying to run niggas out they running niggas out and pull white folks out of there, displacing people with that, you know, real estate development, that gentrification that's under the guise of hipster. So you mean to tell me because some y'all catering to young whites with money that don't mean that don't spell white supremacy? that you ain't being a white supremacist. They turn in Minneapolis, they popping up all these old gastro pubs and all these old bullshit ass, damn near white only fucking restaurants. You come in there, they're like, what do you have? And, you know, they seem all hostile to it. I'm like, they ain't spending no money up in. Minneapolis wasn't that way until all them outsiders start coming in there. Now they done turned the Twin Cities into a zoo. Man, the freeways, these motherfuckers be flying. It'd be a gang of motherfuckers in the streets all the time. I used to didn't be like that. They probably done got an influx. See, when I first moved up there, it was like maybe in the whole area about maybe 800 to 900,000 people and that's in both cities combined with you're talking about the greater area, Twin Cities area that encompasses Ramsey County, Hennepin County. Okay, but they got some other counties that's kind of on top and on the bottom and south and then north of there that I'm not really going to mention because they ain't big enough. The main two counties that are back to back are St. Paul on my left, my right, your left. Ramsey County on the right for St. Paul, Hennepin County for Minneapolis. So I'm gonna start going up there, work with them brothers and sisters up there. There's a lot of stuff starting to pop out, starting to pop off over north. You digs? Everybody hit the like button if you can. Please do. Let's get these donations popping. Hey y'all, we ain't got nobody to donate yet. Are we going to shut the show down? Come on, guys. Let's get it popping. Hey, Last Crucible, how you doing, brother? No, I didn't do that. Nah. See, what happened is sometime with some channels, like probably the last few years, they've been starting to ask for all kind of fucking information on your ass. Because what they trying to do is track, if you on there threatening people or saying, or you a sedatist or subversive, a black subversive, then they want to be able to track you down and send the FBI over there. Yeah, he over here making terroristic threats. Or this brother right here is a problem. He's a threat. Let's start monitoring him. Somebody emailed me talking about old raggedy ass Plenty of Fish, old sorry ass dating site. They said they starting to ask for phone numbers and shit. You understand what I'm saying? But what I would do, if you gonna change your number, you know what I would do? Give it to them and then change your fucking number. Change the cell number. Fuck them. They'll be looking real stupid trying to call that old goddamn number. Hey, everybody, let's get these donations popping. Come on, we got a bunch of people in the room. Come on, let's get it cracking, man. Let's not start the day fucked up. Okay? And please do not sit here and expect only certain people to donate. You need to get off your ass and donate. See, black men, we got to start leading. Leadership is not sitting on Facebook whining and bitching and moaning about why black women don't want your ass, or why American women give you such grief, and why you got to sit up there and spend half your paycheck buying some plane ticket trying to fly down some dirty foot ass country, some third world country, trying to get some free ass. If you want to waste your time doing that, go ahead. But do that over there. Don't waste our time. So you need to participate when you over here. We as black folks have to stop shitting on black folks who are trying to make a living or who trying to run a nonprofit or whatever the case may be. Even if I was a guy on here trying to make a living doing this, why would you not want to help me? Why would you not? Why would you be such a no good self-hate nigga and not want to help me? Because this is what I do with people who do this for a living. There's a couple of cats I listen to. I slide them some money because they kicking real game like I do. They just do different stuff. They talk about other topics. And I have 2 different shows. On here, we talk about dating and relationships only. On Monday through Friday, on the Iceman Show podcast, we discuss socio-political issues and economic issues that Black people have to deal with on a daily basis and can't run from. You dig? So come on, man. We got to stop being niggas and we got to start supporting each other. Okay? Let's get these donations up, man. Let's raise 150 tonight. Come on, YouTube. Let's get it cracking. And two, let me ask y'all something, man. Do me a good favor. If you're loving what we're doing here at the Iceman Show podcast or the Player Circle podcast, invite other folks in that you feel will be helped by listening to my live streams. Okay? Let's invite folks in. I know a lot of people did. That's what a lot of people used to do back in the day. A lot of people don't do that no more. You know, turning their friends on to, brothers and sisters that's dropping game. So we got to do that. I want you to go tell a friend, tell a coworker, tell a family member that the Iceman got something cooking over here. And it ain't with baking soda. Not no more. But anyway, damn, we got Harry O in the house. Anyway, let me stop clowning, man. Anyway, myths and lies told on Black men. As I was saying, the white supremacists understood long and looking at his long-term strategic vision that he was going to have to find a way to handcuff, because he knew he can't physically do it. He can't go toe-to-toe with you. And I mean that mentally and physically. He know he can't go toe-to-toe with you when everything is equal. And ain't no ambushing and all that kind of shit going on. And ain't no sneaking freak and, sneaking, do underhanded shit. If he ain't got time to scheme and be evil, and he has to deal with you straight up, either mentally or physically, he knows he's going to lose every time. Okay? So him and his coward ass woman over the years have devised all kind of pitfalls and landmines for Black men to step on. And what I'm trying to do is alert you to where these landmines are. Hopefully you don't blow your balls off and your legs off. And I do, and I'm kind of, I'm being figurative, but I'm kind of being literally, I'm saying this literally also. Because a lot of brothers are getting hurt out here emotionally and physically because you are walking out here oblivious to what's going on around you. You don't understand that you live in a cage, a very large cage, but you live in a cage. You are a captive beast in this country. They see you as a product and not a human being. So when they kill you, it's just like stepping on ants to them. They don't feel shit. They go home and eat cornflakes and kill the nigger today. Well, they can't feel anything. They have no souls. They have no souls. That's why they're so dark. This is shit swirling around in their fucking heads. You're dealing with a savage. And so everything ain't fucked up just because of something you did. Everything is fucked up because there's always traps out here for the Black man. It's just like they track it, they trapping, laying bear traps out so they can kill a bear and take your goddamn fur and eat your meat. And you step in that motherfucker, that clamp on your goddamn leg, nigga, you're gonna be in a heap of trouble and pain. Because that trap, that teeth in that trap will go all the way to the bone. And I hate to see black men and women out here in these streets fucked up. But a lot of y'all don't want to listen. You don't listen to no OGs kick knowledge to you because you don't respect wisdom. You don't respect you know, I'm in the position where I'm kind of an elder now. I got all this knowledge and I'm trying to administer that to the world. And with this platform here, I can reach thousands of people around the world. We got people watching all over the country. We got people watching in Canada. I got people watching, especially in the UK. I'm real popular in the UK for some reason. I got cats that's in the military listening to me from over there in Europe and Asia. I got listeners all over the world. I got some even in communist countries. Okay? So that really tell you something. The Iceman must be doing something right. But I want you to understand here. Let me put this disclaimer out here. When I call Caucasians white supremacists, I am talking about the Caucasians who subscribe to white supremacy, which makes you what? A white supremacist. But if you are not a white supremacist, I am not calling you one. If you one of these Caucasian folks who are cool with black folks, you don't care whether we become upwardly mobile, you like to kick it with black folks, you like to throw back a couple of brews with black folks, hey, you're welcome. You're literally welcome. Okay? Not all Caucasians are white supremacists. I just want you to understand that. I'm not calling all of y'all that. Sometimes I might say Peckerwood. I might call y'all woods. I might call you devils. I might call you beasts. I might call you savages. I might call you what else? Some good adjectives that describe some of these Caucasians out here. Crackers, might call you one of them. But understand this, not all of you guys are those things. Okay? But but we have been socialized in school, and we've been socialized in American society in general, and obviously in particular. We have the caste system is being drilled into our brains through K through 12. If you were like me and you went to an all-black elementary school, there's a certain message they were sending you. We had the worst food. The food was horrible. The food was so institutionally bad that at some points I had stomach problems because I wouldn't eat that shit. And my mom wouldn't let me bring a lunch. Because back then, your lunch just sat in a bag, in the coat room. We didn't have no refrigerators and shit like they do now. Some of them teachers will buy them little college dorm refrigerators like I had. And they'll put them in their refrigerator, put that in there so them kids that bring their lunch can put their lunch in there, which is a really good thing. Because some kids can't eat that garbage. But you go to the white schools and they food is like damn near as good as the food you get from at home with your mama. So there's a message they're sending. You are second class, nigger. We're going to give you all a tore up looking book. We used to never get brand new textbooks. especially math books. And then the revision was out of we got the early edition, and yet they got a 5th edition out. But what the schools do, or the principals do, is or actually it may just be at the district level. The district might say, well, this is what they get. That's what the niggers get. And the Mexican schools over there on that side of town, they got worse. I would never send my kids to go to school with a bunch of Hispanics. Never. Because that's a sign that they getting even a less education than they would have got over there damn near with the all black neighborhood. Y'all following me? So they had to make the black man the boogeyman. He's always the go-to boogeyman. So that keeps the heat off of his ass. Those of you who are on Facebook, look at all the articles I posted about white men raping. There was a case. This is one of the most egregious cases of sexual predation by a caucasoid. This former hedge fund CEO is also a pilot, and he would take friends' daughters who wanted to learn how to fly. And one particular time, well, he had raped this one girl multiple times, and she never told. But then the last time he was just so egregious. Here's what he did. This is sick what he did, but it was also kind of pimping, because that's some shit I had never heard nobody doing. Okay? This guy would get up in the air and put the plane in autopilot, and then he would go back there in the cabin and steal pussy from underage girls. And do you know they only gave that son of a bitch 7 years? 7 years federal time, 4 years state time, to be served concurrently instead of consecutively. This son of a bitch is going to be out probably in 5 years. He's going to be out in 5 years, free to roam the country whatever way he wants until his parole expires. Y'all, hold on for a second. Hey, let me hey, y'all, whoever hasn't donated, please donate. I got to go check something. I'll be right back. Keep it locked right here at the Player Circle Podcast. I'll be right back. You're tuned into the Player Circle podcast. I'm your host, the Iceman. And if you're just checking in, welcome to the Player Circle podcast, the only one of its kind. We discuss dating and relationship issues from a Black perspective for players and playettes. Can you dig it? Hold on, let me deal with something real quick. Right quick. We back in the place to be. Yeah, we want to try to raise 150 tonight. Okay. Everybody that's donated thus far, thank you. It's much appreciated. We got plenty of time to raise this $150, guys. So let's get it cracking. If you have not donated, please donate right now. Okay? Let's be respectful. You digs? Anyway, stereotypes about black men are very hurtful and they're very pathological because it shows you how deeply disturbed these white supremacists are who want to bastardize black men for their own gain. You know, if you know, that tells you what type of diabolical piece of shit you dealing with. Okay? That they gotta cheat and kill you, murder you, literally, figuratively, and literally. They gotta deprive you of economic resources and then lock you up for wilding out. Who wouldn't wild out and you living in a goddamn zoo, an urban zoo, or a rural zoo? When you black, you feel like you in a goddamn cage. So if you go to prison, you in a double cage. One in here and then one in, you know, encapsulating your body every day. That ain't the way for no human being to live. But they don't see you as human or see me as human. They see us as a commodity. And you got to keep that in mind. That's why when you get hit on by Caucasian women, you have to ask yourself if this, I'm only talking if this develops into a relationship and becomes, or you have, or you fuck up and get this chick pregnant. You need to fully understand where your place is in society and where hers is. And when the shit goes south, where are you going to land? See, a lot of brothers don't want to think about that. That's why sometimes I take out insurance on women if I start dating them. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to tell you exactly what I do, but I'm not talking about literally getting a insurance policy on them in a literal sense. It's in a figurative sense. Metaphorically, that's what I'm speaking. I gather information on this person, so if they try to get buck, I got some information or something tangible that I can use to protect myself. Or as they try to fuck up my thing that I got popping over here, I can fuck up their thing over there. You see what I'm saying? If you want to play Battleship, bitch, we can play. B-24, you sunk my battleship. That's right, bitch. And a lot of them will use their coochie to manipulate you, especially if you one of these black men who ain't used to getting no pussy. Sometimes the Missy Poo will jump on that soul pole real fast just to get you sprung. And some of them got some good ones. So it's going to be real difficult for you to try to negotiate under those conditions. kind of difficult to discuss, strategies when you all up in some tight, wet thing. And don't let it be bubbling and coming on it while you're up in it. Don't let the pussy start farting. She ain't gonna never be able to get rid of your ass. You gotta start thinking, where am I gonna land if this shit goes south? Because you might end up on the streets. I know, because I've been there. See, that's why I got stripes, because I done been in the war of as far as dating is concerned and dealing with women, dealing with the opposite sex. I have earned my stripes, nigga. A lot of you ain't earned those stripes. That's why you give up so easy. And that's why you won't try to get this cognitive way, the way you think, corrected. Because you don't think it's anything wrong for tricking and simping, or simping and tricking. You think it's normal to take a girl out on a first date and spend, 50, 60, 70, or spend any money. And you don't know who the fuck this woman is. There ain't no promise of no pussy or nothing. There ain't no pussy layaway plan being discussed. Nothing. You just want to be seen in public with a female. Meanwhile, she got a boyfriend and several fuck buddies and you don't even care that that's popping off. Real talk. Some of you niggas are so lame and so inexperienced, and then you got some old niggas out there my age who ain't got nothing but maybe one or two bitches, got up in one or two bitches in their whole lifetime because of whatever's going on up here. This is the first time in any generation that I've lived through where black men are just weak as hell. No confidence. You got a lot of brothers that like to eat themselves to death. A lot of brothers like to drink themselves to death, like to get high all the time and not accomplish anything. I earned these stripes. Getting my ass kicked out here and surviving. If you were out there in the same situation, you wouldn't last the night. And I guarantee sooner or later you probably get killed by somebody out there on them streets. Because if you think it's a zoo and you got a place to stay and everything's velvet, just think about being out there on them streets around all them homeless people. And everybody else is out there, and don't let it be some drug addict motherfuckers around. Because them motherfuckers so unpredictable, you might be standing there talking to them. Next thing you know, that motherfucker sticking a pin through your neck and grabbing your wallet and your belongings. I've been homeless around motherfuckers like that. And you have to let motherfuckers know with your body language that, hey, I'm not to be fucked with. And they left me alone. Although some people wanted to test a nigga. And I had to whip out them hands. See, I grew up in the hood, but I got an education. I got the white man's education, and I got street education. And that's why I could stand here or sit here before you today and administer game. Because I've lived it. I'm not faking it like a lot of niggas are. If you ain't never put a bitch out your car in the middle of nowhere because she was running her mouth or she was doing something that was out of pocket, nigga, you ain't no player. If you ain't put a bitch out of your house and after you done fucked her good, and then put her ass out for no reason, nigga, you ain't no player. Until you do that, maybe you got some stripes. Otherwise, you need to shut the fuck up and get some game. That's what happened when you grow up with no daddies. Motherfucker can't sit still. Or you think like a hoe, So you're always looking for some easy. You're always looking for some easy peasy fucking resources. That's how hoes think. They don't want to work for nothing. They lazy. They just want to park their legs or show some cleavage. They just want to do that type of shit. They just want to do nothing but expect everything. And that's why sometimes you guys you don't get me, because you think like a woman. You think like a broke ass single mom. That's why you won't do shit. And you going out here manipulate motherfuckers like women do. See, that's the type of stuff my dad does. You digs? I've lived it. Real talk, dog. I keep it a buck. Even though sometimes I'm being facetious, I still keep it a buck. See, I know how to sit at the feet of an OG or a sister who's an elder. I know how to sit at their feet and soak up game and be respectful. That's how shit was when I was growing up. You gave real elders that respect because they were trying to drop game on you. And I listened. But you guys grow up in this crack era, growing up around all these sorry ass single moms. So a lot of you guys, you poke your mouth out if you don't get nothing or you don't get what you want. You poke your mouth out like a little bitch. That's why I have to do the second half of this show, the puny man syndrome. Because a lot of you got puny man syndrome up here. And that has nothing to do with your size. You could be 6'2", 220 pounds. But you got a puny mind. Or you see yourself as a puny man. Hey, y'all need to stick around. Because it's about to get deep. He's about to get deep. You digs? Anyway, they had to start creating these ridiculous stereotypes. Yeah, all right, shit. And it's had to start providing these ridiculous stereotypes and then putting propaganda out there in society through media that, black men, are going to do this to you. Black men, look at them. Look, they got the disease called blue gum disease, and they're going to try to bite all white folks. I mean, they used to put out some wild shit. Go look at some microfilm of old newspapers from the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. They were saying some vile shit about black people. Talking about black folks got blue gum disease. What the fuck is that? And then they'll draw some ridiculous caricature of a black person having big old lips and having blue gums. I mean, and they still provide that vitriolic propaganda to the masses. Thank God for the internet and thank God for social media. That we can go out here and touch thousands of people and millions of people all over the world, and they can get content that can help them become a better man or woman. That's the point of my my live streams. I'm a life coach. I'm a consultant. I'm a researcher. And a spitter of game. You digs? Anyway, so that, they started putting propaganda out there, these myths, like one myth is, the legend, that swirls around in Caucasian circles, as well as other non-black race circles. The legend is this or that. Now you become a fetish. And I'm telling you right now, you don't want to be a fetish. That's why when I meet women and I think they got some Mandingo Chronicles on the brain, I don't even fuck with them because most of them are ugly or basic looking anyway. So I don't want to really, I ain't really all that motivated to fuck them anyway. I'm damn near about to say, you better pay me, bitch, for me to even roll out the bed the way this bitch look and act. You digs? Because that's a double-edged sword. That talking about, the whole, the legend of the black man in the bedroom and that type of shit. That's a double-edged sword. Trust me, I know. The worst thing a black man can be is in the minds of a non-black woman. You a commodity to them. You a product to them. You just a means to an end. And even though they letting you pound that pussy like a jackhammer in concrete, they still thinking nigger, 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 nigger. And when they get up, they still practicing they still on team white supremacy. Even though they went over here and played mashup with y'all's genitalia. You digs? So in order for black folks to get off the bottom as far as the social marketplace in America, and the only way we're going to be able to do this through reparations, tangible reparations, because we have been shut out of every category of industry in this country, and it was by design, by white supremacists. And we need to be made whole. And one of those ways of making us whole is us having the resources to do whatever it is we want to do like they do. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't be scared to fight, because it's very soon you're going to have to fight literally anyway, because the race war is about to pop off. And I mean the one where it's just, not the way they do sneak attacks and killing old black men and women and doing that silly ass shit, or shooting pregnant women. We talking about an all-out war. And you're gonna have to get in where you fit in. You better be strapped and have get you some knives too, because it's coming. Because they're squeezing people so tight today that a lot of people are not making it. You got people out here working 2 or 3 jobs and they still ain't getting the rent paid. When you got that kind of stress on you, your body gonna break down. Okay? You ain't sleeping. Now you gotta, take or use or utilize over-the-counter medications, or so-called caffeinated energy drinks. You got to do whatever you got to do in order to get yourself up and to work, and then while you're there working at a high level, you either got to do that, or maybe you work from home. I don't know, shit. You could work from home. The point that I want to make to you guys today is that nobody wants the American black man to rise above where he is, because they know if he does, that's waking up the sleeping giant, and they can't deal with us straight up. It's got some sneak attack shit, 90-1, 7-1. We always have to be outnumbered because of their insecurity, their genetic insecurities, and their psychological insecurities. You dig? The first myth or lie that they tell on black men is that all black men are dumb. Oh yeah, they still say that. Black men are dumber than a box of rocks, according to them. You digs? So, okay, y'all understand me? All right, stay with me. So, when they say black men are dumb, yes, it's an insult, but we know it's a lie because we are the first people. We are the descendants of the first human beings, and we created all this. So you know damn well we ain't dumb. Which is why I was telling y'all they have to play keep away with resources, give you a shitty education, which really isn't an education at all. It's just a indoctrination and socialization for you to be a better nigger slave. That's what they're shooting for. School ain't to teach you nothing. School is to indoctrinate you and socializing you into the track or caste, socioeconomic caste you're gonna be in. You digs? Oh yeah. Oh, you got the parliament. You got this one. Oh, okay. All right, Triple T Kill. Yeah, this is the shit right here, man. I love this shirt. Even when I wear this in public, some white people be like, "Oh, I like them. I like Parliament." I saw that motherfucker smoke weed right there. He used to smoke weed. Okay, because a lot of them old white dudes and them Jewish dudes that grew up on black music, on Motown, and all that funk. That's what they listen to. But I tell you right now, they smoke the chronic. Oh yes, they do. My kind of people. Okay. They say black men are dumb so that everybody in society, when they come in contact with you, they have that assumption that you're dumb. So what are they going to do? That's going to limit your economic horizons. Even if it's in school, you're going to get turned off. You're going to get tired of teachers treating you like a dummy and treating you like they tolerating you. And you start hating school. Most boys hate school. Most black boys hate school. They don't go no damn school. Because they know they ain't teaching them nothing they want to hear and use. But they're what they're doing is they're guiding you down that track of failure. Okay? Sounds sinister, but it is what it is. Remember, this guy wants no look, you have to understand, these white supremacist males and females, they don't want any competition. None. And they know you better than them at every goddamn thing. So their way of coping with that is to cheat. That's why they go into cheat mode or lie mode or murder mode, violent mode when they get their back up against the wall. And they show you they're not very smart. They're just savage. You want a fist fight, this motherfucker won't go get a butcher knife. Because he know he can't fight. So in his mind, he like, I'm gonna get beat, so I'm gonna go get this knife. You like, hey, wait a minute, cat daddy. I'm the champ. I win by TKO. Fuck it. We ain't got to keep going. Okay? I ain't trying to get myself in deeper trouble. So they'll say you're dumb and they'll treat you as such in school. Okay? Some of you have experienced that. I always made it a priority to let all the people I came in contact with in school, I wanted them to have a thorough understanding that I didn't care what they thought. And I tried to just squeeze as much fun out of my school experience as I could. Okay, that's what it amounted to after a while, anyway. You digs? See something here. Check to make sure we're still online because live YouTube live stream was freezing up on me last week. You digs? Hey, y'all, let's get these donations up. Let's get the donations up. Remember, we're trying to hit that goal tonight. So if you haven't donated, donate now. Come on, man. Let's get it cracking. But once that propaganda gets out there that you're considered dumb, then everybody's going to treat you like a dummy. Okay? That's why I always made it a point to try to let, especially non-black administrators or teachers, that I was smart. I wasn't ashamed of my intelligence. I let them know. I thought this woman was still at her salon. Told her I was working. Anyway, everybody's going to treat you based on that stereotype that black men are dumb. Everybody's going to attack. Right now, the black man and black woman are swimming, are sinking right now. And we're sinking to the point where a lot of us are going to end up drowning. And I mean that figuratively, in the sense that the people who are running this country are a bunch of fucking idiots. But they're not too dumb to interject white supremacy in there. Send me pictures of your kids. I don't want to see no pictures of no damn kids. Anyway, cheerings. Anyway, the you already obviously know we built this country so that obviously we ain't dumb. But that don't stop them from putting that propaganda out there. And if they put it out there, a whole lot of folks gonna get gonna look at gonna look at a contaminated landscape. You digs? And that's why we gotta have our own media apparatus, because we don't want to be lumped in with the white status quo. We want our own shit. That's what tangible reparations is for. It's necessary that we get this paper, because you gave all these other groups mad coin. You gave them, a whole lot of nickels to rub together. The second myth or lie told on black men is black men are violent. Let me prove my hypothesis. Black men are not violent because if we were in how can I frame this? I lost my train of thought. They were violent. Okay. Let's look at the black man's situation in America. The black man in America has way more stress on him than any other group of men, based on his skin color. Okay. Like I said, nobody's, they call us violent, but yet black men ain't chopped down trees, built no boats to go sail nowhere around the world, taking somebody's fucking somebody's relatives away from them and destroy their lives and and the next 5 or 6 generations' lives. Wow. You digs? Almost nodded off. That's what old men do. Hey, everybody. Don't donate through super chat. Go to asktheiceman.com, sir or ma'am. Okay? Go to asktheiceman.com right there, because I don't have super chat set up, and I never will. You digs? Hey guys, let's get these donations up. We're looking kind of pathetic right now. You digs? Black men are violent. Black men are not violent. But if you put somebody in a cage, you treat them like a wild animal, that's the behavior you're going to get. You're going to take that L. Okay? Unfortunately, these white supremacists, especially these rich ones, they don't care. There was a study done, I think it was done by Princeton. This is probably about 10 years ago. I was looking at this on TV. And they did a study, and they said that the main reason why they don't, well, a lot of corporations said the main reason they don't want black men in the workplace because they're too violent. Can you believe that? And you black women believe you're getting these jobs because you're so sweet and wonderful, and your coochie smell like ambrosia. You actually think you're that good, like you got it like that, and you don't. But you can go ahead, continue to believe that you do. Go right ahead, be delusional. You digs? The only time black men get violent is when they get pushed in, backed into a corner, and they feel like they gotta do something. Okay, that's one kind of cat that has to deal with some BS. I don't know if I should mention these guys. I don't know if they really correlate with what I'm trying to say. Anyway. When you treat somebody like a wild animal, they're going to act like a wild animal. Case closed. Black men are oversexed. Have you thoroughly observed Caucasian behavior? Especially during like the 70s when I was growing up. White people have refined a little bit, but they still nasty. Back when I was growing up, it wasn't a big deal for white people to go and fuck in the grass field and then come back to class stinking like ass. Their hygiene was horrible. And these white folks had money where I went to school. Mine was in junior high. White folks had plenty of money. You digs? You put somebody in a cage in a zoo, they're going to act like a caged animal. And then when they're constantly getting antagonized by his own woman, he's getting fucked with at every level of society. And you don't, because if a white man had to deal with 5 seconds of the shit we put up with on a daily basis, they would kill themselves because they couldn't take it. But they can damn sure dish it out, though. Oh, they love to be in the driver's seat and be running that bullshit. You digs? Like I said, I am as far as I'm concerned, how can I frame this? I am to the point where I don't waste any time on women who ain't doing shit, women who ain't putting out, women who ain't trying to meet me halfway for a relationship. You know, like the chick that keeps sending me all these damn pictures. I met her earlier this week. Very attractive. She looks like she's one of these chicks that she looked like the type that would never date a black man. That's how good she looked. That's how good she looked. She's one of them type of white girls. Okay. Like I told you, I don't fuck with outhouse pets. Okay? I have standards. I can't even fuck a sloppy, nasty ass, stank ass Caucasian woman. I can't even look at her. I can't even look at a Caucasian woman that's lower than a 5 because they're already hurting, period, anyway. When I mean hurting, I'm talking about how they look. They need a lot of cosmetic assistance with the aesthetics. They need all this stuff to do with their face. Then they, they got, when you're a white woman, you got money, you go to all them spas and they do all these treatments to your face. And you got actual nurses or doctors in there administering medical procedures that are supposed to help these women not age as fast. Which, most of them, it don't work. They still age like milk. But I still told her, I still laid down the law. I said, this is how I am. I don't follow no woman. She was like, what? I said, I don't follow a woman. She knew what I meant. I don't follow no woman. And I said, if you one of these women want to play sex game, want to be playing manipulation game, man, fuck that, man. I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old to be playing manipulation games. You better deal with me straight up. If what you want. I was talking to her just like that. She was like, damn, you're aggressive. I said, yeah. I don't play. I ain't got time to play with you. If you on that Mandingo Chronicles shit, we done. I don't do fetish no more. Like I said, the only things they want from black men in this country, when it comes to non-black women, all they want is to have a good time, be entertained by you, and you waste all your money on her. And maybe number 2, sample some of that good soul pole kielbasa. That's it for them. That's why the only way they'll really get with you is if you got money. That's not by accident, brother. So that's why some cats will go out here and trick their money off, or go out here and trick their money off on themselves, buying rims, cars, clothes, and hoes, and looking like $1 million, but yet this guy only make $90,000 a year. But he's overextended trying to run these hoes. Got a BMW with rims on it. He paying $700 a month for that. Insurance, $300 a month. Then he went and got them 20s on there, or when he got them 19s, or them 15 or 16s or 17s. Or you got Escalade. Women, you pull up in that kind of stuff, women know you got money. So you can get a dime pulling up in $100,000 Escalade. Who ain't gonna get in the passenger seat, nigga? Hell, I'm getting this passenger seat. Okay, guys, I don't know what's going on. Are you guys understanding me? We're not doing good on the donations. Like I said, those of you on Facebook, you better go and subscribe to me. Go subscribe to the Mad Voodoo Man channel on YouTube. So if we shut this down and I continue over there, you're gonna be ass out on the rest of the show. So you might want to do them shits right now. Everybody hit the like button. Please donate. Hey, we got to do better than this. $25. Oh, I think y'all niggas think I'm playing. Y'all niggas think I'm playing. Okay. I'm playing. I'm playing now. The Iceman is playing. Okay. Y'all don't want to donate? Okay, we'll shut this motherfucker down. I'll shut it down. I just shut down Facebook because them niggas want breaking bread. You digs? They only want to use you. Some of them do want to some of them want a relationship and build something with you, but you got a lucky one. You got one that maybe her family wasn't on that white supremacist shit. And she was genuine. There's some Caucasian women out there who ain't on that bullshit, but they may still just like black men. I've dated some of them, but like I said, most of them on that mandingo shit, or they on that slave master slave shit, plantation buck shit. Some of them be on that shit. You just a fetish to them. Or you get the mayonnaise encrusted, haggard, beat down, raggedy old Caucasian woman who, out of social necessity, she's fucking with black men. Okay, this is the Caucasian chick who's been thrown away by her man. By her men. She may still be attractive, but usually not. But let's just say she still was kind of attractive and had sex appeal. That goes a long way with black men because black men are socially desperate and socially thirsty. Exactly. Some of them want to be used by you. Okay. You are seen as a commodity. So when they get with you, they want penis, they want soul pole, and they want entertainment. That's why these are the white girls who do online dating. And so all they doing is sneaking and freaking with certain black men. But yet this woman is still up here. She's still a white supremacist. But again, she likes soul pole now. And because black men are so thirsty, she can pretty much manipulate them by smearing pussy juice on their face. Okay? Used to be they would give up the draws. Now they playing games. Now you giving up the draws. I listen to what guys tell me. They say, "Oh man, on online shit, they be doing that dine and dash shit that you be talking. That they be doing what you coin as dine and dash." You ain't gonna dine and dash on me. Oh, hey, all my Facebook people, did y'all see that article I posted that talked about a third of women who do online dating are on there for a foodie call? Now they call it a foodie call. Basically, you just dinner and a drink, nigga. They said that they're not interested in the men at all. They're just there for the free drink and the free meal. Okay, let me take care of Miss Jones, you little piece of shit. Yeah, let me go ahead and get rid of you. Okay, let me see. Put you in time motherfucking out. There, Miss Jones. How you like them apples? Stank bitch. You beg on this nutsack. Y'all see how these women be getting mad? Y'all see how these women be getting mad? Huh? Y'all see how they get mad? When you tell the truth about their ass, let me tell you something. People don't get mad about a lie. People get mad when you tell the truth about their ass. Okay? I got an uncle right now that's butthurt over me telling him the truth about his sorry ass. Okay? If I told you some of the shit this nigga did or does, you be laughing your ass off. It's just as embarrassing, if not more embarrassing, than about my cousin that let a white woman slap him. Okay? You ain't gonna never hear about no shit like that happening to the Iceman. You ain't gonna never hear about the Iceman adopting some old raggedy ass bitch's kids. You ain't gonna never hear about the Iceman doing that. You might hear about me adopting some kids who are orphaned. You might hear about me doing that, but you ain't gonna never hear me. You ain't gonna never hear me about me adopting some bitch I'm dating's kids. Fuck out of here. I'll never do that. Anyway, you're just a tool to them, to most non-black women. You're a tool. And you have to understand that. Shit, I was kicking game to my dad earlier today, and he started getting an attitude. And I'm just like, hey, man, and you know what, dude? You know what, man? You can just go ahead on. Don't call me. Don't sit up here and call me and leave no message. Because I called him, he tried to act like, everything. And I'm just like, motherfucker, man, I almost, dog, if I tell you what this dude did, man, you be like, Ice. What's wrong with that dude, man? What's wrong with your father, man? I mean, I'm like, man, go get some fucking help, man. Stupid motherfucker, go get some help. Man, I got some relatives, man. Some of these niggas need to be committed, man. Some of the shit they be doing. These guys need to be committed. Dude, I'm the youngest person in my family. I got way more sense than all of my siblings and my father combined. And they hate that. That's why we don't get along. Because they can't call me with no bullshit. See, my dad calls me and plays these manipulation games like a woman plays. And I'm just like, man, I gotta go. Go get some help. Go get some fucking help. You embarrassing yourself. Okay? He is embarrassing himself, and I'm embarrassed that he's my father. I got problems because I served in combat. Direct action with Iraqis. He served in the military. He didn't get any of that work. But I did. And I ain't, you see, I'm making it. I'm thriving. Despite all my shortcomings, all my mental health shortcomings and physical shortcomings, I'm still thriving. Whereas I got people out here that got way more resources than I got, and they're older than I am, and they out here just making mistakes that only the most dumbest of the most dumb motherfucker would make. And I say that with all rancor and vigor. Just embarrassing themselves. And they think the way to fix it is to stop talking to me after I check that ass. Okay? Oh, that's wind. Man, this weather is crazy, dog. I mean, 1 minute it'll be sunny, next thing you know, thunder and shit. This shit is crazy. Man, this wind is kicking up. I'm gonna get me a kite, man. Go out here and fly that motherfucker. Thought somebody was in my garage because I'm right over the garage. I thought somebody was in my fucking garage. I went down there, wasn't nobody in there. The old man wind. I mean, man, it'll be 90 degrees outside, then the temperature just drop. Well, I wake up and it's just damn near nighttime in the morning. Till you know, half the day is gone. Then the sun was coming. Then the sun will come up. Yeah, this part of the country is no joke. Oh, my dad ain't got no self-respect. That's his problem. He ain't got no confidence. He ain't got no self-respect. Okay? That's why I had to coin that term, puny man syndrome. We're not just talking about a man who's of short or small stature. We're talking about all men who may have the short stature in here. You understand me? I've worked with dudes who could have been fucking models. Okay? They look like the what do they call him? The handsome felon. They look better than that dude. I know I work with dudes that look better than him. And these dudes had no confidence in themselves, and they either would get in the relationships with women who were leading their asses, or they were getting played by women. They were falling in love with women and then looking like the bitch in the relationship. I'm just like, look, man, a woman's going to make you shed some tears at some point in your life. Okay? That's just something that's going to happen. But you can minimize that by having some game. You understand me? You can minimize that by having some game. You ain't gonna totally take out all the landmines that the white supremacists have laid for you and all these goodies and benefits and ego encouragements that they have given these bitches in this country. You're gonna still get the headaches, but you're gonna be better off because you're gonna be thinking long term. That's why I was like, when people say, like when I was talking to my dad earlier, I told him where I live now. He was like, "You living there?" I was like, "Damn, you living there?" I was like, "Dude, this city is cool." Okay, ain't even 1% black here. Then they got all these coon ass Africans here. Got a lot of them coon ass Africans. Them motherfuckers be cooning up here, man. Them motherfuckers be cooning. Thinking they better than black folks. You digs? They spread myths and that most black men are good in bed. Now, again, that's what now this one is, like I said earlier at the top of the show, that's very subjective. Well, all of it's subjective, but that's not true. But the difference is, and this is what I've heard from women. I've had women tell me that even if a man doesn't know how to give her some hip action, some yeah girl, that type of shit, even if he doesn't know how to do stuff like that, maybe he's got a big enough dick to where they can, get on top of him and ride that pony. I've had women tell me that like, I remember one time I was dating this white girl, and she said she dated this African dude, and she said he didn't know how to fuck to save his life. She was like, there's a huge difference between sex with American black men and some of these black men from other parts of the country. I mean, other parts of the world, particularly countries on the African continent. But she said the difference maker was that he had a big dick. She said he had a huge penis. She said he had like a 10-inch dick, and it wasn't just long, but it was thick. And she said that he didn't know what to do with it, with all that good meat. And she said what she should just have him do is just have him lay down, and she just ride him. And she said she busted the biggest nuts doing that rather than letting him, hit it doggy style or him laying on top of her. Because she said in some cases it was painful because she wasn't getting wet until she started getting, riding that pony. But some of them say that's the difference that give African men or black men that edge, is that maybe he got a big enough dick for them to ride, because a lot of women tell me straight up that they can maybe come in every position, but that when they get on top, it feels so good. They bust the biggest nuts that way. They rather be on top. And a lot of women don't want to tell you that. They be like, because they said, a lot of guys take offense to that. Because they be like, I want to drive the ship. I don't want you driving me. Some dudes are insecure like that. You digs? Some dudes are. They don't want the bitch to get on top of them. With me, and being that I'm older, I'm like, hey, you do what you want to do. The dick gonna be hard. The dick gonna be hard, and I ain't got to take no blue pills either, or no yellow pills. And I ain't got to smoke nothing. The dick will be hard, but I'm just going to lay there like this. Just like this. Or I'm going to be sucking on them titties. I'm probably going to be sucking on them titties. That's my get down, because I'm an old nigga. I ain't finna do all that. Yeah, girl. Oh, shit, girl. I ain't doing all that. Man, I'm too old for that shit. But still, if I got to do it, I got to do it. I just ain't going to do it that long. I'll be like, look, I'm going to pump on this pussy for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to, have to do doggy style or something, or some other position. Because I ain't trying to exert myself like that. I don't want to feel like I just went to the gym. Although if scientists have said that sex is a great exercise. It's great. And it's great cardio. And you get a dopamine rush from it, from busting them good nuts. The women and the men. But sex is a commodity in America, so people don't just want to fuck just to have a good time. Especially in 2019. You have to understand, when resources are scarce, or there is the perception that resources are scarce. Now we're going into macroeconomics. When there's that fear of that perception of scarcity of resources, women start really tripping. Okay? Because you got to understand something. Women who are single moms out here trying to make it, you already know how expensive it is to take care of just you. Because a lot of brothers, once they start making about, look, 35,000 ain't that much. But if you make figures $15, $16 an hour, you working 40 hours, maybe you're getting a little overtime, you make about 37, 38,000 a year. That ain't a whole lot of money. But if you live in a little country town, or you live in a city that ain't that expensive, that you can live off of that. So once a guy gets to a certain plateau, then he like, well, man, I ain't trying to eat ramen noodles no more, man. I ain't trying to eat like I'm getting my food out the commissary in prison. But somebody got some, hey man, I don't eat no ramen noodles. I'll go get fruit and eat it, or I'll go get some squash and cook that, because it smell like meat, and it gives you a meat taste. That's why I like eggplant. I love eggplant, but eggplant is hard to eat with a protein. It's hard to eat because it's so solid and so heavy, especially because I fry mine. I don't put it in the oven. I peel it and then I put it in buttermilk and then I put it in cornmeal. So when I fry it, it's holding grease, holding oil. I use peanut oil. I don't use grease. If once you get to a certain economic plateau that you want a little bit better food in life, you want a better car, you riding the bus to work because you don't have enough money to get a car, but you saving to get that ride. I was that dude, had to take jobs at night because I didn't have no car, because I'd take the bus to work. I'd been there, bruh. I worked in them warehouses and them factories. That's why I always talk about that stuff, because I've had those dead-end jobs. Order selector. I've had all those bullshit-ass jobs. And that shit got old. That shit got old fast. But I had to do what I had to do to survive. But I graduated from taking the bus to get me a little wreck to drive. Give me a little hoopty to drive. And once I got my weight up, I got rid of the hoopty and got a real car. Got a nice used car. Then from there, I got a new car. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know me because some of y'all met me. Shit, you go back to the days when I was in Stank Antonio, when I first started doing the Iceman show, I had a bucket. And I wasn't lying. And people were like, man, nigga, you are driving a bucket. But I tell guys, I still get bitches. Because again, it's the man. I've had bitches turn their nose up at me like, I ain't getting in there. You ain't got to get in there, bitch. Just, follow me out the parking lot. Let's go to the house and get it on. And I've had that happen a few times with women. Even on online dating, I've done that. Bitch, I just bought you a meal. You need to go ahead, come over here and work it with no hands. Shit. Hey, I ain't scared. I ain't scared, nigga. Because I'm gonna get confirmation before I even put that credit card down and pay that bill. I'm gonna be like, hey man, so you coming over to the house? You said you was coming. Yeah, I'm coming. Damn. All right now. I don't want to have to, go bad on you in this restaurant. Because Iceman don't pay to fuck. But I do pay to play. That's different. I told y'all there's only two situations you deal with American women on, and any woman on. She's either pussy, she's either giving up the draws. Right, the quid pro quo. Remember I did that video 6 years ago? Quid pro quo. That's how the white supremacists have set up things in this country. You do for me, I do for you. So I don't see that doesn't make me a trick. You understand me? If I've had women who would break me off pussy anytime I wanted it, especially on the weekends. Maybe during the week, it's kind of like, I really like to, because I don't want to drink. Because, bitches want to get their drink on so they can really bust that good nut. So they, they done got they done went to Sam's Club or the Costco and got a case of Coronas and shit. Or that she done got some Dos Equis. Or she done went to Costco and got a case of what they got up here. They call it Lion Google. What's it called? I forgot. I'm mentioning it wrong, but there's a company in this region that makes a beer called Honey Weiss, and it's infused with honey. Man, that beer is so good. You probably you'll fuck around, drink a whole case of the motherfucker. That beer they're good like Corona, and that shit sneak up on your ass. See, I don't fuck with too many beers. I don't drink Miller Lite. I'll drink that shit if I'm at a bar and that's all they got. I'll drink Miller Lite if it's on tap. I like tap. I don't like that bottle shit. But I don't really drink that much anyway. I don't really drink that much. I might give me a little, a little bit of make. I bought myself a bottle of Maker's Mark. That's a good whiskey. If you want a good whiskey, if you can't afford to get that Johnny Walker Blue Label, I don't fuck with. I don't drink the Johnny Walker Blue Label that often. Okay, that shit, that's $300 a bottle. But that, that Maker's Mark, shit, and nigga, and I can get it tax free too. Nigga, that Maker's Mark, I got that big ass bottle. It's got the red rubber on the top. Shit, Maker's Mark is smooth. For a bottle of whiskey that big for $50, that shit is smooth. Dude, that Maker's Mark is almost as smooth as some single malt shit out here, like Johnny Walker Blue Label, or some of them, or that Glenlivet, that expensive ass Glenlivet that's like $400 a bottle. It tastes like that. It's damn near. It's a damn good whiskey. I've turned a lot of people on the Maker's Mark, okay, because it's a good goddamn whiskey. I don't drink Jack Daniels and Jim B. That shit'll take the paint off your car. I ain't drinking that shit. That's turpentine. Okay? See, back in my day, back when we was kids, old folks had turpentine in the garage. That shit stunk like a motherfucker. They had that turpentine to take, to clean metal objects and shit with it. Take rust off of shit. But that shit is that shit, you can't get that shit on your hands. We used to be messing around with all that stuff back then. Paint thinner. We used to have all that shit all over us because we were typical boys. But you're not going to get no free pussy out here. There is no free pussy out here. And you don't want no free pussy. Because if the pussy is free, it's probably got the HIV or the herpes. Okay? You don't want that kind of pussy. You should be wearing a Jimmy hat anyway. I'll go Jimmy hat straight up. I don't care if I've been dating that bitch 3 months. I'm still strapping up because I don't know what that bitch doing. And I've asked women because I go to the VA and get a HIV test. I go over to the VA and get an HIV test for free. Okay? I do it every 3 months. Okay? And they give me a printout that says HIV negative every time. Or they'll say no STDs, no and HIV negative. Because I get checked for everything. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, anything. And all that shit come back negative. And then I'll be like, hey, I got proof right here that the Iceman dick is clean. The Iceman's dick ain't sick. Okay, my dick ain't sick. Where's your paperwork? I don't know. I don't want to do that. I'm like, bitch, fuck you. You stupid. You stupid. I don't want to know because I might have HIV. I'm like, oh, this bitch. Oh, I'm so glad I strapped up with your ass. There's a lot of dumbass bitches out there like that. Fucking niggas raw dog style. Man, when I mess with a woman and she don't like try to, you know what I'm saying? She don't try to make me wear no condoms. She like, where your condoms at? Where your jimmies at? Where your Trojans at? So I got 3 Trojans in my pocket. She was like, oh, I was gonna whip out mine, but if you want to use yours, that's cool. It ain't expired, is it? I'm like, no. Say 2019 on there or 2023 on there. And I keep my condoms in a cool place. Okay? Condoms are black man's best friend. It protects you from nasty ass deadly diseases, and it protects you from having your dick hang sideways. Because it's some clap out, it's some gonorrheas out here that don't respond to regular antibiotics. Different gonorrheas and chlamydias coming from Asia and up from under the Rio Grande, them nasty motherfuckers down there, bringing shit up in here. So that penicillin don't work. And some people are allergic to penicillin. Some people can't take penicillin. Some people have to take amoxicillin or Bactrim or erythromycin. Got so many different types of antibiotics out here. But the first thing they'll ask you is, are you allergic to penicillin? But still, they just give you amoxicillin anyway. Especially when I be getting these ear infections. So they give me them big ass horse pills, them amoxicillin, that knocked that shit out in 2 or 3 days. Okay? But you don't need to be taking that chance. I used to have homeboys just be like, man, I'm about to go to the street races, and nigga, I ain't got no condoms, but I do have a thing of penicillin in my back pocket. I'm like, nigga, you nasty. Because I remember when niggas used to get STDs, we used to go to the free county clinic. Okay? Because a lot of niggas didn't have benefits. And I wasn't gonna go to my private doctor with my dick hanging sideways. And you go to the clinic, you be seeing niggas you know. They be like, hey, what's up now? Them niggas be getting up, walking like this, try to walk real gentle, real gingerly. Okay? Cause soon as that head of that penis rub up against so that head of that penis rub up against them draws. Nigga dick on fire. Like, hey, dog, I'll holler at you later, man. I gotta go in there and have one of these painful pisses. I'm like, nigga, you up in here for that shit? I ain't up in here for that. Okay? I ain't up in here for that shit. What you got, player? Nigga, I ain't got what you got, nigga. I ain't walking like an old ass man because my dick sick. My dick throwing up and shit. Nah, nigga. See, that's back in the old player days, nigga. We used to be getting ass like, nigga, you back there, you get ass so easy from bitches. Man, I used to meet bitches the first day and be at the cheap ass $10 an hour motel the same goddamn day, stroking. Nigga, I'll be stroking to the east, stroking to the west, nigga. Okay? I'll be over there digging out a bitch at the come on in motel. Okay? Sometimes I used to be in a crack infested hood area tearing up pussy at them nasty ass hotels. Owned by them old Indians and shit. Motherfucker got about 3 foot of fucking glass between you and them. Still talking about where that, you gotta slide money under window. I'm like, man, fuck you. Goddamn curry goat smelling motherfuckers. You digs? Fuck out of here. You digs? The next myth is they put this stereotype propaganda out there that black men are oversexed and sexual predators. No, that's Caucasian men and Hispanic men who do that shit. Okay? The FBI statistics, you got to dig for it. But they don't like to, make that kind of information readily available that, almost 100% of the rape cases in this country, even with whether it's girls or boys above 18 or below 18, is overwhelmingly number one, Caucasian males, and number two, they don't want to tell you that. So when all these motherfuckers walk around calling you nigger and mayate, you throw that shit right back at their ass. Or you get these white women and try to act like they so victimized by you standing next to them. Or you asking them a question. Or you maybe trying to spit at them because, maybe the bitch is attractive. Okay? Don't sit up here and try to act like you scared of me, motherfucker. See, that's that old white supremacist, passive-aggressive bullshit tactics. That's what the white woman does. She, like I said, the white woman ain't physically confrontational. She gonna use passive aggressive techniques on you to manipulate you, or to get you killed, or to get you fucked up in some kind of way, to get you ass out some kind of way. The black man is oversexed and a sex predator. That is the biggest fucking lie of all. The only sex predators out here are Caucasian males and females and Hispanics. Because if you go down to Mexico, they rape children on a daily basis down there, because they have basically virtually no law enforcement of any kind. That's why when they come over here and move up to Stank Antonio and see them bright lights, they get up there and start doing the same low down, dirty, sick ass sex predator, pedophile bullshit that they do down there in Mexico and Central America. Befriend, and it's usually a relative, because they have these extended families. So if all of these uncles and cousins and aunts and grandparents and even in-laws bringing their families in, there's going to be a lot of children involved, and they're going to find one or two or three or four, how many ever, that ain't getting no parental attention, and they're going to befriend these people and then molest or rape them. Just like, but down in Mexico and south of Mexico, they don't enforce the law. So you can live your whole life being a pedophile, never go to jail down there. Now, every now and then you'll hear about them killing a motherfucker that did that shit. But like I said, they so sneaky with it that, up here, some of them will go to, some of them will handle it in their community, but some of them will go to the police and be like, look, this motherfucker raping my daughter, is son of a bitch. And they'll handle it. And that's when we find out about it. But if you look at the first layer of the FBI crime statistics, and if you go look for shit by race, it's hard to find. It's hard to find. But white males are up here, white females are here, and Hispanics are here, and Asians. Because a lot of them got a sick, perverted, white supremacist mentality, so they do that shit to their people. You go over here to some of these countries over here, some of these low, especially these countries, they got these casinos and shit like that. Hey, if you a big baller like a Jeff Epstein, you might say, hey, I'm willing to pay $500,000 for you to let me fuck a 4-year-old. And them motherfuckers over there in them Asian countries, they got that kind of shit set up. They got pedophile rings where these nasty motherfuckers will be over here, and these brokers will be in these countries, and they'll be raising kids just to have as sex workers with these grown ass men and women from America or the UK or Europe or Latin America. Man, you have no idea the sick shit that goes on out here in these streets, man, especially around the world. See, I've lived all over the world, so I'm hip to shit. You ain't gonna run no shit past me. If something pop off down there in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, being that I was all over that city slanging dick, I'm going to have an idea what's going on down there, even though I ain't been there in years. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard of cases like that, Triple T Kill. Yeah. And more Caucasian females are going to jail over raping kids. It's about control, and being a sex predator is why they do that shit. Because almost all of these white women are very attractive. Some of them are damn near dimes, and they doing this shit. And almost all of them got live-in boyfriends and or husbands, and they doing this vile shit to them kids. And they sitting up here fucking a 14-year-old boy and don't understand his the way his thought process at 13 years old. And you really think this motherfucker ain't gonna never tell nobody? Some of them boys be traumatized over that shit because they got such a juvenile mind that this grown ass woman putting this good pussy on him, that fucks some of these boys up. Shit, in Texas, man, when I lived in San Antonio, man, almost every week there was some Mexican teacher, sometimes black though, because there was a basketball coach down there before I left the last time down there in San Antonio who was having sex with some of his students. He was some type of coach, and he was having sex with his students, and them girls went and told. At first they didn't, but when he started getting stupid with it and started having sex with more and more girls, the first few didn't tell, but the last couple told. And then they went, and once they put the word out, they were looking for more victims. Then they came forward and said, yeah, he took my pussy too. He put me on the ground and did it to me too. That little young tight ass pussy, that little young tight ass 15, 16, 17-year-old pussy ain't worth me going to prison and then getting, and if I ever get out, I gotta be on a sex registry. Hell fucking no. I'll find a way to get out this country, dog. I'll go live somewhere else. See, a lot of sex offenders come up to the upper Midwest trying to hide. We get a lot of ex-snitches up in the Twin Cities. You get a lot of snitches. You get a lot of guys who are in the witness protection program up there in the Twin Cities, and even up there in some of them little country areas around up there in the state that I live in, Minnesota, Iowa, the Dakotas, in Wisconsin. Because I remember I was fucking this one little white girl, that was a little country ass white girl that's from Wisconsin, and she said at the plant she was working at, there was a couple brothers in there that had sex, that was on the sex offender registry. She said the town I live in is a podunk ass town, ain't shit there but 2 or 3 factories and 1 stoplight, and this nigga living up in here. And you can tell they from a big city, but they'll go to prison, raping motherfuckers in Wisconsin or Milwaukee or somewhere like that, or Racine or Chicago, and then they'll leave those big cities and go up to these little towns where nobody knows them. But them people go do their homework and find out you're a sex offender. She said she said them guys are real quiet. They don't talk to nobody unless they have to. They don't deal with anybody. Just a sad existence. Sad. That shit is sad. But them niggas brought it on themselves. Out here taking pussy. Fuck wrong with you? You ain't mentally ill, nigga. You just sick. You sick. Got a lot of sex offenders in the Northwest. A lot of them over there. A lot of sick ass sex offenders. Because what happened when you see your neighbor renting out rooms to people, and you see these weirdo looking these old weirdo motherfuckers coming in and out of there, that's a sex offender. He's renting a room. That motherfucker done put a room on Craigslist, and that poison motherfucker done this motherfucker's in your neighborhood. Here you are, a homeowner trying to get away from that kind of shit, and this motherfucker, this old greedy motherfucker over here is renting rooms to sex offenders. Because you have to understand, sex offenders can't live everywhere. They gotta live in. They either live in the worst conditions, because ain't nobody gonna rent to them but people who run who are slumlords. You think about it, slumlords, slummy ass lords. I remember I used to know this white dude in the Twin Cities, and sometimes he used to go scoop me up. I remember one time we were driving over there where Best Buy's corporate office is, and we went over there. We were going past these really they didn't look real run down, but they looked like projects over here up here in up there in the Twin Cities at over there in Richfield, over there where the Best Buy's headquarters is off of I-394 and I-494. No, I-35. 35W. And 35W and I-494. You drive right past there, you see the Best Buy, the Best Buy corporate office. And he was like, man, them apartments right there, hey dog, it'd be all the drug addicts and whole bitches, it'd be crackhead bitches and sex offenders live up in these apartments right here. You notice all you see around here is broken down looking motherfuckers and you know, motherfuckers that look like they on that shit. So that's why. I said, man, I didn't know that. He said, yeah, the motherfuckers can't, them motherfuckers, ain't nobody gonna rent to no sex offender in no regular apartment complex. Soon as they run your background check, oh hell no. Or drugs, or you got a domestic violence charge, or you got a even if it's just a charge and not a conviction, they still ain't gonna rent to you. And it's gonna fuck up your chances of getting a job because they're gonna run your credit and see that shit on there. When you're a sex offender, that shit's on your credit report. Did you know that? Oh, they make sure they make sure they put their foot, the long arm and the law and the criminal justice system, they make sure they put your foot they foot through your ass. Okay? And you deserve it for going out here raping or being a pedophile or molesting. Okay? Get it together. CP5, what's CP5? Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh, I said. Oh, okay, brown sauce. I get. Oh yeah, right. I gotta watch that on Netflix now that I got internet. I gotta watch it. Hey, y'all. The second season of Ozark. Second season of Ozark is on Netflix. I'm gonna have to check that shit out too, man. I'm just going, I'm gonna have to blaze. It's gonna be one of them days where I don't feel like leaving the house, and I'm just gonna get my blaze on. I'll sit because I almost watched the whole first season of Ozarks in like 2 or 3 days. It was so fucking good. But I gotta watch the Central Park 5, man. I know it's gonna break my fucking heart, but I'm gonna have to watch it because I heard it's excellent. Shoot, each one of them guys getting $13-14 million, man, after going through all the shit they went through, man. Sometimes that money ain't even worth it. Them guys so damaged mentally and emotionally from you getting treated like that, and you innocent because some old white supremacist fucking criminal justice system or criminal injustice system based on race. Oh man. Yeah, they go around the world, do whatever the fuck they want to do at this point after they get through paying taxes and then lawyers and shit. But man, them guys gonna be fucked up for life. They're gonna have to be in intensive therapy their whole fucking life, trying to get through that shit. Really? Damn, this wind is kicking up like a motherfucker. But they say we're oversexed and perverted. Let me explain something to you. The black man, me included, even at my age, at almost 60, the black man between the ages of 12 and in some cases 70 can still beat the shit out of pussy. What the difference is for an older cat like me that got back problem, neck and back problems, I may resort to, like I said, laying on my back and just, having the man muscle, flexed. Because I ain't gonna do all that pumping at my age. I'm not doing all that. I done reached Mount Everest of fucking already. I don't need to prove nothing at this point. I just want to enjoy it. Damn, y'all on the train. Damn, he says a power outage in Midtown Manhattan. God damn. I bet it is. And hey man, let me ask y'all something, man. I might go to New York later on this year. Hey man, are the cabs in New York real cheap? Because it seems like when you watch movies with people in New York, like I watched this movie Greta. If you want a really disturbing but good movie to watch that movie Greta. I got that on Netflix last week. I heard if you in Manhattan and some shit like that pop off, I heard it's just the worst fucking day of your life. That's why, in a certain way, I don't know if I could live in a city like New York, because the way that city is set up with around all that water, it just seemed like if something pop off, man, you just stuck for hours somewhere. You can't drive. You just can't get in a rent-a-car and drive. You just can't, you know what I'm saying? Even if you get in a taxi, you're going to be sitting there, running that goddamn meter up. Oh, for real? Yeah, they still talking about still not wanting to give a nigga a cab after a nigga try to hail a cab. But hey, they got Uber though. They got Uber. So fuck them taxis. I be calling an Uber, and I be calling like if I want to go to the airport, I call an Uber. Fuck that shit. I'll pay that $30. That's a flat fee. $30. And with the exception of one Uber driver, all of them, and they've been of other races. They've been I had a Mexican chick pick me up at San Antonio Airport and take me to the house. She was very professional. And I think I gave her a tip. I gave her an extra tip, plus I gave her a 5-star rating. Because she was excellent. She had water in the back seat. The car was clean. She said, I just went on duty. She said she was happy to make that money. She said, I'm gonna be on. She said, I'm gonna work about 6-7 hours today. She said, it's gonna be real busy right now. After I drop you off, I'm gonna have one right after you. I was like, damn. I thought about doing that Uber shit, but man, I can't stand motherfuckers. I don't know. I might have to beat a nigga ass. Okay. God damn. Painless Rising, what up, baby? Hey, how is life in Cibolo over there by HEB, nigga? Hey, was that you, Painless Rising? Was that you that told me about that strip club over there on Parent Vital? What's the name of that? Encore or some shit like that? Not the one off of not Sugars. Not Sugars off of 410. I'm talking about that one you was telling me about that was real whack. That's on Parent Vital, and it's on this side of the street. You know what I'm talking about. Before you get to Jones-Mossberger Bridge, that little fake freeway they got over there. You know what I'm talking about. What's the name of that strip club, man? Because I went in there a couple of times. That boring motherfucker. I went in there, saw them old flat booty, lazy ass Mexican chicks. They just standing around. And somebody gonna give me a table dance. When I gonna get a table dance? Okay, all right. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Oh, for real? I heard New York got some popping strip clubs. Somebody was telling me there was a couple of strip clubs that, hey, you can, what I call when you see the doggy in the window. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to a couple of strip clubs around this country that, hey, I got a lap dance by some of them fine ass strippers. And I was like, I said, so I ain't trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but is you on the clock? They know what that means. Come back here. No, we can't talk about this right here. We'll go in the back and I'll be like, so what's up? Be like, oh, I can come. Are you in town? I'm like, yeah, I got a hotel room over here. Okay. Well, here's how I do. This is how much it's gonna be. She said, and then next thing you know, I take old girl back to the hotel. Do my thing. I've done that a couple of times. Shit, nigga, I'm out here trying to live my best goddamn life, nigga. I'm living my best life. Okay? That's why everything sexual that a man can do with a woman that's legal, I've done it. There ain't nothing else I haven't done. I would have to cross over into doing fetish shit at this point, which I'm not interested in doing. I'm not interested in beating people. I'm not interested in hitting people in the head with a brick while I'm fucking them. I'm not into BDSM. That shit, I don't get that. That's not for me. You ain't gonna be whipping me, bitch. The only thing gonna get whipped in here is that pussy. Okay? With my dick. Not with a belt. With my dick. So anything that these women try to come at me with, it's like I'll just be like Manute Bol. I'm 7'4" and I'm standing under the basket and like bam. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna come with me with no bullshit that I ain't seen before. That's why whenever I get these women, they straight up manipulated. I'll be like, bitch, get out of my face. You ain't showing me nothing new. I don't even want to fuck you. My dick limp as a motherfucker, bitch. My dick limp as a motherfucker. Because you ain't talking right. You know what I'm saying? Which one of you niggas gonna go out tonight and get some General Tso's chicken? Okay? Hey, man. Let me turn this air conditioner on. It's getting hot as a motherfucker in here. Shit is fucking 90 degrees outside. Oh, shit. Man, I better wrap this up because the Minnesota Twins are playing Cleveland Indians. Man, that was a good ass game yesterday. So when I went up to Minneapolis last week, I was gonna go to a Twins game, and I was like, the game was at 7:00. It was hot as fuck out there too. I was like, oh hell no, I don't want to be melting out there. All them old crazy drunk ass white people. Fuck that shit. Hey, y'all see what's popping off down there in New Orleans? Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit that's about to pop off in NOLA? Shit, nigga. That fucker, it said now, I was looking online about 3 hours ago. It was like, that tropical storm done turned into a hurricane. Boy, Y'all keep, hey man, these white supremacists keep fucking around with this global warming. How many, we getting hurricanes, sometimes multiple hurricanes at the same fucking time. Every year we've had a hurricane. Every year. For the last 5 or 6 years, we've had a hurricane. Do you think Houston, Texas, or New Orleans can handle another Katrina or another Harvey? I mean, I was looking at the Weather Channel. They were talking to some of these some of the government officials in Louisiana. Man, them motherfuckers wasn't talking with any confidence. They was like, yeah, we had the levees. We checked the levees. Everything's cool. Everything. Army Corps of Engineers, they say everything is in place. Everything's working out. Sir, we got everything in place. The federal government, FEMA's in place. The state with state emergency services, we got that in place. The Red Cross, everybody's in place. I'm looking at this dude on TV. I'm like, this dude ain't confident. New Orleans cannot afford another Katrina. They cannot afford it. Because the next time they get another wipeout like that and all them people get killed like that, New Orleans is going to lose half of their residents. New Orleans going to be looking like Detroit, abandoned, or Gary, Indiana, abandoned. Shit, I think you can buy the whole city of Gary, Indiana for like $50 in a food stamp, in a WIC coupon. And he might throw a couple broken down holes in there just to sweeten the deal. Exactly. Fucking alligators and shit all in the water. I wouldn't want to be up in them swamps. That's the worst place to live, is in them swamps. Because that wildlife in there, them motherfuckers start going crazy. They got to go somewhere. It's just like up here in the upper Midwest when it starts snowing. You'll never see no mice. But as soon as it start getting cold, next thing you know, you start seeing mice in the house. Because it's cold as a motherfucker out there. And they feel that heat. And they can smell that there's resources in here. That's why I go right out there and get that decon for their ass. I put them pellets out right around the garage, right around the back of the house, right around the front lawn. Next thing you know, I'm seeing mice out there. Once the springtime and the snow melt, then you got all these mice laying out there looking like this. Okay? Motherfucker been frozen solid. Now I gotta throw your ass in the toilet. Nasty motherfucker. Disease carrying motherfuckers. Because you know them hawks and shit and eagles around here, they can't get all them mice. Some of them gonna sneak through. Rats, we got rats out here too. Got skunks and all other shit because I'm in the country. Shit, man, man, this town is so country that deer be walking in the street during the day. That's how bold these motherfuckers are. They'll be walking in the street, niggas be stopping, motherfucking traffic be stopping. New Orleans can't take another Katrina, dog. If that shit pop off like that again, that city is done. The only thing that people gonna come, Bourbon Street is gonna be the only draw to that city if they have another Katrina. I hope they don't. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the shit is exciting. You digs? Anyway, puny man syndrome is in the head. When you look at that video, that little short 5-foot tall motherfucker talking shit, talking about bitches don't want his ass. The puny man syndrome's in here. See, a lot of Caucasian men have puny man syndrome, and Hispanic and Asian men too. They got this deep-seated inadequacy problem, which is why they like to attack black men, because very few of us, if we're somewhat healthy, we don't have those sexual dysfunctional problems like they do. They genetically have a drop off of testosterone after the age of about 25, 26. If you don't believe me, look at the research. That's why all over the country, especially in the South and Southwest or the West Coast, they got all these low T clinics. Low T. Okay? That shit ain't for us. That's for Bob and them and Jim and them and Juan and Sancho. The Sanchos, they got more Caucasian in them than black. What do I think about the deportations of the illegal immigrants, the ICE raids popping off this weekend? Here's how I feel. That's how I feel. Okay? I got my popcorn, brother. I wish I could play Kool and Gang, celebrate good time, come on. But I ain't trying to get flagged. So I ain't gonna do them shits. Okay? Because this definitely in order. And I tell you what, I hope all you punk ass illegals who think because you done been over here for years, you ain't gonna never get deported. You better stop helping them motherfuckers. You better stop helping them, because you're gonna end up getting deported just damn self. And you're gonna lose everything. Had some little smart mouth, little Mexican chick on TV last night talking shit, talking about she worked field paralegal at a law firm and she's an illegal, and she got a little punk ass t-shirt with illegal immigrant on it. Oh, no, undocumented. I said, you just sticking your finger in the eye of the federal government, huh, bitch? I hope they deport her ass. These people ain't got no money for no goddamn immigration lawyer. I hope they throw all 12 million in their ass out of here, because they ain't nothing but a cancer. You have to understand. I'm gonna do a live stream on the Iceman Show podcast on the parallel on the correlations and some of the things that destroyed the Roman Empire. I think I'm gonna do a live stream on that, where I'm gonna discuss some of the social characteristics that you see in America that are the same ones that brought down the Roman Empire. Okay? Because the Roman Empire corroded from the inside out. See, when you create something that is garbage, but then you make it look like it's the most beautiful 7-course meal you've ever seen before in your life. That's what they did with America. That's what they did. They exhibited all this violent, sexual predator, murderous behavior on the native people who was here, and then went over there and stole Africans from Africa to have them come over here and build your country, because you was too dumb and too lazy to build your own, because you were over there in Europe starving. Your dumb ass was over there in Europe starving, living with farm animals in the fucking house, and you pissing and shitting in the house with no toilet. Caucasians come from living like that, not bathing And some of them still do that shit. You bone some of these white girls and even some of the college educated ones, and they'll fuck all day and night and they get them put some fucking clean clothes on. Won't take a shower, nothing. Pussy just dripping with nut and pussy juice. That's nasty shit. Or they won't brush their teeth or gargle after sucking dick all night and licking balls. And you be like, the fuck? I ain't kissing you, bitch. You ain't even brush your teeth. At least go in there and fake that. Because sometimes what I do with these women? I take them little Dixie cups out and I put that Listerine on the counter before they come over. And they'll be like, are you trying to send me a message? Nah. And I'll be thinking in my mind, bitch, I hope you get the hint. Because you walked in the door, your breath smell like spoiled pork chops. Okay? You're going to come over somebody's house, bathe, smelling good, wearing Chanel, and then your breath smell like a sewer. That shit is sickening to me. And they got that bad. Hispanic women and Caucasian women got that bad. Having some really bad breath. That shit is a turnoff. That's why sometimes I gotta get pissy drunk or get high as a motherfucker just to fuck some of these bitches, because some of them are so nasty it just turn your stomach. And them be the ones I fuck them one time and I get rid of them. What I mean by fucking one time, I mean, they might stay over here the whole weekend and I get rid of them. I just beat the pussy to smithereens and then I send the bitch on her way. That's why a lot of bitches be trying to hold back and giving up the pussy, because what else a bitch gonna bring to the table? She a single mom. What else she gonna bring to the table? Some used vagina. And you got to have enough discipline, enough sense to figure out how to tear that pussy up without, putting yourself in financial ruin or put yourself in emotional ruin by getting with a broad and she break your heart. And then not only that, she break you in half. She might even fuck up your job. It ain't worth it. All right, Bron Sausage. Love you, brother. Appreciate the donation, man. And by the way, guys, you can cash at me or you can go to asktheiceman.com. We've had an abysmal donation day. I don't know what's up. Maybe because it ain't the 1st and the 15th. Niggas is acting like they ain't got no money. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna say this, man. Look here. Don't be surprised if I shut the show down indefinitely. Okay. $33. Come on, guys. Okay. Come on now. You being disrespectful. I got better things to do than be on here for 3 hours, dog. You understand me? If and I ain't talking to the people that donated. I'm talking to the people who didn't. And you know who you are. If you didn't donate, shame on you. But don't get mad when I shut the show down. You tune into the Player Circle podcast. I am your host, the Iceman. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I'd like to thank all of my loyal subscribers and my loyal donors. I'd like to thank you for supporting us, because you understand what time it is and you understand capitalism. You understand ain't nothing free. You did, especially helping our people. You tune into the Player Circle podcast. I am your host. Check me out on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. The Iceman Show podcast will pop off again. And we got a doozy for you. We got racial and sexual allegory. That's what we're talking about in movies and television and music coming up on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 5 p.m. Subscribe to my channel, Matt Voodoo Man channel on YouTube. Twitter and Instagram follow me at Twitter and Instagram at the Iceman Show. That's my handle. Donate at AskTheIceman.com. Scroll down to the donate button and donate. You can donate after hours if you want to. I would appreciate it if you could. Okay, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell co-workers about the Iceman Show podcast and the Player Circle podcast, because I guarantee we got some information for them. I am the Iceman. Holler at your boy.